Goddess. Welcome to week 1 of Goddess Process, Self-Care. I acknowledge you for showing up for yourself, for your family, for your community, and really for the world. The work that we do here in Goddess Process is shifting the planet. And I acknowledge you for jumping in, whether you're immersed in it already or whether you're new to it. I acknowledge you for the work you've already done in going through the process to create your declarations, to get clarity such that you are living your heart's desire. This first week can be different than most. I know that Goddess Process attracts a lot of women who are powerfully doing in the world, whether that's running a Fortune 500 company, being a CEO, being a businesswoman out in the world, or whether that is running your home, your family, being the CEO of your household. It attracts a lot of doing, of purposeful and penetrating women who the idea of slowing down or stopping to take a moment for self may seem selfish. It's actually, and I invite you to try this on, self-full. We get to fill our cups. And when our cups are self-full, we can give from the overflow. It's where our those who are around us, our family, our friends, our companies, our communities, and our planet feel nourished when we are nourished first. So how many of you have ridden on an airplane? Do you remember when you are in the airplane and they say, in the case of emergency, put your oxygen mask on first? Well, the reason you do that is if you're passed out, how can you be of service to anyone else around you? So the idea is take care of yourself, your health, your breath, your life first, such that you can be of service to others, support others. We're going to practice that this week, putting our oxygen mask on first, filling our cup first, such that there's an infinite amount that we can give to others through our talents, our being, our creativity. So who's up for some of that? And I know for some of us, that's a stretch to slow down enough or practice something that seems like there isn't an end goal or end kind of game that happens. So I'm going to ask for your trust and your alignment to go on this journey with me, and that I promise it will pay dividends for you. So as we are going into week 1, in your workbook, rewrite down what you declared in self-care. That may mean exercising each morning for 20 minutes. That may mean starting to create a ritual, journaling, goddess soak, getting a massage, eating healthy, whatever that means for you, and being held accountable in it. Now, our accountability in Goddess Process is different than, say, other accountability programs. That is like, yes, we're rigorous. Yes, we get to be purposeful and intentional and support each other. But the feminine has round edges. Think of divine feminine as water. So water is super powerful, and we encompass most of the earth. But water It flows around rocks, flows around issues that may pop up. So as opposed to like dominating, going through, conquering, crushing, we go around, we wear down over time. If you've seen the Grand Canyon, you can see the power of water. So I am never saying that the feminine is less powerful in any way than the masculine. It's just different. And it's a different way to try it on. So our accountability is fluid, like water. So you may see me from time to time refer to us as water in the fluid, flowing, allowing, receiving. So, in our self-care this week, as we are focusing our lens on this, think of it as the gymnasium. We are going to do reps in self-care. And as you will see, there is a list in your workbook of possible self-care rituals for you to try on. In fact, you being in Goddess process right now and carving out this 30 minutes every day is self-care. So doing this in itself is self-care, and there are other possibilities that we can try on. So look at that list. One of my favorites is Goddess soaks. I take Goddess soaks at 7 a.m. in the morning or 3 p.m. in the afternoon or 10 o'clock at night. It does not matter. Whenever I'm stuck, whenever I need to shift, whenever I am maybe searching for an answer to a problem or to connect the dots with something, I choose a Goddess soak. And I'll tell you how I do Goddess soak. You can do your own version of this, whatever floats your boat. But I run a bath, a hot bath. I put in lavender sea salts, like a big handful of it, a couple handfuls of it. I turn off the lights in the bathroom and just leave the bathroom door open and let the light come in, and put on some binaural beats. If you don't know what binaural beats are, you can look them up. I'm sure I'll have a link here on YouTube. I listen to them. I have an app I listen to, and it just hits different waves in your brain. So maybe relaxing, maybe positive. There are workout ones, there are sleeping ones, whatever, resonates for you. And then sometimes I'll put on a guided meditation. So you have daily meditations in Goddess Process. You can use that. You can use Abraham Hicks meditations on YouTube. There's a slew of guided meditations. And I usually bring my journal in so that any inspiration that comes in, I can write it down so I won't forget it, and then I can come back to it later. And then I maybe put a candle on, maybe put some flowers in the tub, whatever calls you forth. Get in the tub, and I will soak in there anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. And just allow whatever gets to clean out until like something you're inspired to get out, whatever that is. And the salts actually are cleansing agents. So I love that because it's also good for when you've worked out. So maybe part of your routine is taking on a new workout, walking on the treadmill or weightlifting. It's a great way to break down I think it's the lactic acid in your body, so you're not sore. It's multiple benefits, as well as the meditative in reconnecting the synapse in your brain, really allowing an opening, problem solving, releasing, connecting. So with that, I I invite you to take on your goddess soak, or whatever that is that calls you forth. The 4 distinctions that are in self-care is 1. So it spells out care, which is awesome. C being compassion. Compassion for ourselves, compassion for others. You know, what I get to be reminded of is I don't know if someone snaps at me or cuts me off in traffic or may have different reaction coming at me, that it's not necessarily about me, that something may be happening in their life that is causing this to come at me, and it's not mine to carry. So having compassion for others, wherever they're at, whatever they have experienced in the past or right before you run into them. And compassion for yourself. Like, we really beat ourselves up with maybe we didn't get something done that we wanted to get done, or we said something that we didn't mean to say. It's a real opportunity to care for ourselves and not take on that self beat up. And that leads us to the second distinction, which is A, affirmations. Self-talk. How many of us talk trash to ourselves, are talking smack, are saying really things we would never say to other people that we say to ourselves? We get to knock that off and catch ourselves in the midst of it and choose something different. So in this week, we get to create, if you don't already have affirmations, we get to create your affirmations so that they're living in your body. That those are the defaults that come up when we go, oh my gosh, why did I do that? Why did I say that? Why is this? Or I look a certain way, or I don't like this about me. I can just say, I'm beautiful. Listen, 1 billion cells conspired to happen in this moment, in this time, as you. Like the statistics around you happening on the planet right now are just astronomical. So you are special. The fact you are here is amazing, and it is so exciting. And we get to celebrate that, and we get to retune our thinking such that it's our default, that I am beautiful, I am worthy, I am loving, I am committed, is our default, as opposed to anything else that doesn't serve us. So that is C, compassion. A, affirmations. R, rituals. So we were just talking into self-care rituals. I want you to walk away from Goddess Process having rituals that serve you in your life. Rituals that cleanse, that support, that open up your heart, that drop you into your divine feminine, that serve your health, so that you are here with us on this planet for a long, long time, that we get to receive all of your talents. And the last piece of, or distinction of self-care is energy. When you take the time for self-care, for filling up your cup, your energy expands. And the impact you can have on yourself, those around you, and the world becomes so much bigger. It is giving from the overflow, from a full cup. And from there, when we care for ourselves, we can care for others. and our vision, our intentions, our values. So care, care, care. What are you declaring this week in self-care? Make sure that you share that in our Facebook group, declare it on social media. Show us the pouring of your goddess soak or your self-care ritual in action. Maybe it's journaling. Maybe it's cooking on all four sides. And if you don't know what that is, I can't wait to share it with you. So share, share, share. Let us know. Share with your community what you're doing. Inspire them with what you have going on by filling your cup first. Another way to think of it as our flow, as water. Also think of it as receiving. So when we breathe, take a deep breath in. You are receiving. We, as the divine feminine, are receptors. We are receiving. We conceive. We receive and let it out. We share our talents by the releasing. So I invite you to try on your new rituals and share with me, share with our community what you are doing. When you share, you care. We get to learn from what you are trying out, what's working, what's not working. Again, thank you for joining us on this journey. I acknowledge you. I am so grateful you're with us. And I can't wait to check in with you again, Goddess. Have a beautiful, beautiful self-care week.